චතුරංග අබේසිංහ මැතිතුමනි ඔබතුමන්ටයි ආරාධනය මේ සුවිශේෂ සමාරම්භක උළෙල ආමන්ත්‍රණය කරන්නට. ඔබ සිළු දෙනාගේ අත්පොළ සන්නාදය මැදයි එතුමන්ට ආරාධනය.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our Minister Sunil Handunetti, Secretary to the Ministry, and the government officials and the heads of various institutions which has been established to support the industries of Sri Lanka, and especially the Footwear and Leather Association, who has come together for the 15th year in presenting their capabilities and making awareness to both local and international community. And one of the key things I realized, we Sri Lanka has a very small market. And I always tell there is no local market now. It's always a global market. So wherever you produce, you have to be competitive, you have to be cost competitive, and you have to be quality conscious and customer focused. So the mindset of the local manufacturers now has to move that our biggest opportunity is out there. How can we penetrate other markets? But the beauty of this organization, in this small market in Sri Lanka, all the competing brands are together. That's very interesting. You don't see it many places. All these brands behind me, they are competing among each other. But for the cause of the industry, cause of the nation, they have come together. So that's amazing to see. And as the chairman requested, and as we all know, Sri Lanka for the last 30 years or 40 years didn't have a manufacturing-oriented policies or economic plans. So the people of this country realized such economic policies will not bring Sri Lanka to its potential. So they made a significant change in the political structure who has a different view of economy. So this different view of economy is where we, as a government, is so keen to look at the potential of the country and support those industries to be better both locally and internationally. So there are few fundamentals that needs to establish. What are the thriving industries that we are going to support, and how do we support? As the chairman said, we all know we are in a global economy, so trade barriers with tariff is not the way to go forward. There are enough non-tariff barriers globally used by most of the countries to ensure that there's a fair playing field for everyone. So what this industry is, not only footwear and leather, everybody is asking is to give them a fair playing field. How would you give a fair playing field? One, reduce the cost of manufacturing. The government should have a strategy to reduce the cost of manufacturing. And I think we are all happy, even though it's a cost to the government, now we have a 30% reduction in our electricity price. That's okay, because the value is seen elsewhere. Value is not always seen in the balance sheet of a SOE. That we believe in that philosophy as well. And apart from that, enabling raw material, whether it's available in the country or enabling it from other countries without tariffs, is a must for manufacturing industry. And some industries are supported like that, and we feel we can support the leather and the footwear industry in the same policy. And one good thing, this government is going to put up an industrial policy as an act this year. So the policy consistency will remain. So that you don't have to worry about the government, you have to worry about your product going forward. So there will be policy consistency, and there will be support on raw material, and we will establish enough guardrails to ensure that low quality products and dumping won't happen in Sri Lanka going forward. The anti-dumping policy will be brought in very shortly in this year. And the ministry has worked tirelessly with you all on the tariff policy, and I am happy to say that will also be implemented this year. So therefore, we will provide the necessary infrastructure, policy changes, and the support from the government so that the industrialists can focus on winning the world. And as the Ministry of Industries and Entrepreneurship, we also invite youngsters to look at this industry. The technology is here. They have made changes. They have gone and being able to compete globally. And as the minister said, as the population, the citizens, we also need to have a look at these brands and try it out, which I did about 8 months ago. I moved from Clark to K. Thomas. So that's, I think it's just the awareness and the willingness for us to try the products locally done. It's not only about footwear and leather, and there's other industries as well that as Sri Lanka, and even the automobile industry, we do have very good assembled vehicles, but we are still looking for an imported vehicle. So there should be a mind shift change as well. So collectively we can go forward, the citizens, the industry, government. For the first time in the history, we all have a one vision, and let's strive for that, and let's target that 36 billion, and let's Sri Lanka proud within next few years. Thank you very much.